Hello everyone and welcome to a very exciting tutorial. First of all, I'm terribly sorry for my English. We might have some grammatical issues. So that's exactly what you will see when you first open my template. Please rate these templates 5-star on Video Hive if you like it, of course. So your logo, you put your logo here, and your secondary logo you put here. Why we need that? If you will scroll timeline a little bit, you will see it's only for demonstration. You can see that here one settings for bevel, for extrusion, for depth, noise, etc. And here's another settings with much more of a bevel, another extrusion, and noise are bigger because the logo bigger, and it needs more obvious details. So what and how it was created, or right to say how you could create something unique with this. Let's dive into the settings. No, let's dive into creation of something unique that you might want to create. Let's create some logo. Oh yeah, and keep in mind that everything you put here should have alpha channel, should have transparency. You can see here that this PNG file with transparency, you should not use just square colorful pictures. Yes, and you could create something right away in After Effects, maybe some shapes, and everything will work just fine. But of course you need to tweak it, which we are going to do right now, because as you saw, maybe we can turn our secondary layer for a moment. This logo looks flat and you can tweak it in the settings. So let's change our bevel depth to some higher values, for example 22, and bevel control to maybe 31, maybe 54, maybe not 54. Yes, that looks good. We could make it more like a 3D, maybe that's too much, maybe 28. Yeah, that looks great. And as you can see, logo looks destroyed. It looks like it looks bad in a bad way. It should look bad in a cool way. So what we could do, we could scale up noise. Maybe we could double it's in percent. And here our noise become more subtle. We could go even further. No, it become too smooth. Maybe 200 will be just enough. Yeah, that looks fine. And sometimes on a big logos, in a full mode, and when you zoom in, you can see how I call it, bad border effect. It's not my fault, it's all CC Glass and After Effects. That's why I leave it here. I created expression and control to remove this effect, and maybe 6 will be just enough. And don't be afraid of this slow rendering. In fact, it's not so slow because it needs to render only one frame. After that, everything renders very fast. There's slow movement, very, very slow. So, in fact, I rather say that it's fast rendering. So, and if you will try to use only one layer, sometimes it will work. I mean, if you will try to create all your logo assets and so on in one layer with one settings. Sometimes it might look good, but I think right now it's not our case. And yeah, it's animation camera and maybe sharpness adjustment layer, maybe because I don't know, maybe you like more sharpened image. As you can see, settings which are perfect for our big logo are awful to our text. Well, it's not so bad in fact, but I don't like this big extrusion on a text. You can leave it like that, but I recommend you to Control X this layer and Control V it here. Just let's delete example. And right now, and we should turn on layer. Right now, text coming soon, taking settings from this plus setting layer, and we can tweak it. As you can see, there is no such a big extrusion like here, and it looks fine. But maybe I will tweak it a little bit. For example, I won't make such a huge depth, and maybe to demonstrate you faster, I will make it half. And bevel control, let's make it 15. That's because on extreme levels relative to that text, it's kind of resetting bevel levels. Look, bam. So if you make 44, it looks like this. 33, 22, 11, and that's because our depth is high relative to our bevel control. Just play with it. In fact, it's very interesting and fun to play with it. And yeah, maybe -3. Just a subtle extrusion, just a little bit. No, okay. -5 looks better. And maybe we could destroy a little bit this text. No, 200. Okay, no, 100. I want to destroy it, but just a little bit, just to have these accents. And maybe we don't want to remove bad borders because it's small. It's eating out small details, you see? Oh my god. Yep. In order to check it, have we that bad CC glass borders? Yes, a little bit, but it's not so crucial. And even maybe I like it, maybe not. Okay, 2. 2 will make it. Yep, perfect. Great logo, great small text with a different extrusion. And that's it. What could you do more? Even these layers like main layer and layer have their control. It's fade in and out animation, brightness and contrast. Well, for example, we want to make it coming soon gray. Let's make contrast and brightness down. And maybe, just maybe, you want to colorize it and make it violet, and colorize this and make it blue. Maybe not so saturated. Oh, and one trick, really interesting trick. If you will scale up saturation, you can just you can create some interesting effects, because logo is not one color or colorized, and maybe we can create some weird looking effect like this, and maybe just a little bit of a craziness right here. Well, I don't know, maybe somebody will like it. The fact is that everything is very customizable, really fast render, no mistakes, I hope, and even some mistakes were eliminated. So thank you again for buying my template, and thank you very much for watching this video, and even more, sorry for my English, and have a good day. Thank you.